excited to see how they respond against the best secondary in the Pac-12, and I think one of the tops in the country.
So Marcus McMaryion using Bolden on that fly sweep disguise, handing it off. Ryan
Button, a new quarterback. We're going to try to take some shots.
And McMaryion got smoked as he threw that ball. 13. And the snap to the ground goes Lucas on the cover, and Oregon State's first possession ends quickly.
It's simply a bad snap right there from Gavin Andrews. Haven't seen that throughout this year from him. An area he holds his players to, and it's obviously turning into victories on the football field.
So Oregon State starts at second possession, trying to run it, and nothing. Paul Lucas can't even get.
We see up front, but these two are the key to that defense.
And it's a defense that is astounding. McMaryion gets a completion, but Bolden able to get nothing after the catch. Washington players staying in state. Third down. McMaryion pulls it down, and he threw that just in time, and it's right at the stick. Done a nice job, and it's maybe something you could talk about, Yogi, as McMaryion hands it off, and Bolden gets a run play there that's...
He wanted to compete to be involved, and now he's got this opportunity.
They're just trying to get Bolden out in some space, but again, there's very little help for him, and an awful lot of purple. So another long third for the Beavers. O'Brien's going to hit him. They get the screen away, though. Yeah, that's a nice job by Oregon State. It's hard at Oregon State right now. And injuries are compounding the difficulty. McMaryion taking a shot up the field. He's got a man. Hernandez sliding. And the Beavers know it. They've had to live with it. They're trying to compensate. They did by running the ball to beat Cal. Collins is going to throw. He's trying to get Bolden to streak to the end.
We're curious why he wasn't the quarterback majority of the time in this game.
Well, there's a big hole and a good run play there for Tim Cook. Bangs that one down close to a first down. So with Pierce out today, along with Nall, it's going to be Cook and Lucas sharing the run game.
And he picks up a nice block. See 22, Seth Collins right there, getting in the mix. Cook kind of a downhill guy.
That is. Yeah, that's a nice thing to see a quarterback blocking like that, isn't it? As he lines up for the snap on the short third. And now Washington blows it up. Huskies there. Turpin.
You know the phrase, success begets success? Well, imagine being on the defensive line. You got Elijah Qualls, Greg Gaines, Vita Vea, and now all of a sudden you're their backup. Well, the standard, he just blew it up.
Waivers. And Washington, well, Lucas fought, didn't get there. But Bolden tight slot, now motioning. Tried the misdirect, no blocking, and Washington stops it again. McIntosh driving Lucas right out of bounds. And so the Husky defense just makes two, and those are individual plays, two one-on-one plays where they win.
They call it the Husky tackle. It's kind of a rugby-style tackle. The Seahawks kind of made it very popular, and a great job by McIntosh taking his head out of the tackle, not getting tricked by the fly motion, just staying home, staying in his...
Again, Josh Rosen's not playing today. Mike Faithful getting a shot has had a good day. And he's had to do it with no run game. Tim Cook running it ahead for the Beavers.
I know
How
that
awesome
about
was
you.
that? I was a piano guy, though. I couldn't get the left-handed guitar going the way he did. Anyway, here's Oregon State pushing it. And I think they get a first down there on a short second down play. All right, so here's Oregon State doing what I thought.
Now they're shuffling the running back position.
And McMaryion to throw it here. He gets protection, but he goes to the sideline for a very short play. Not going to be an out-of-bounds play. 42. Ooh, trying a little comeback. Just USC being here. That aura be pretty special. And we all know how well Sam Darnold has played so far for the Trojans. This bit ahead, Salt Lake City next week for the Huskies, and then Berkeley. Two different, very different styles of football. It'll be needed to win on the road. Ricky. Four-man front, very wide spread. Ooh, and Bolden needed to hold that. Fabulous setting for college football. I've got my wish list prepared, but I'm going to save that because
Well, he's talented. That stands out, but he's so unselfish. He's such a great teammate. The players want to play with him and for him. They have him, but it's almost like a relief. This is how it's supposed to be, and it's very exciting.
All right, Lorenzo, thanks so much for the time.
It's a great credit to Jim Leavitt and what he's done as the D coordinator at Colorado.
No doubt. Second half of the season and grow in that area, but defensively, Coach Leavitt's doing an incredible job, as you've mentioned. Their secondary, I think it's the best secondary in the South, second best.
Down the stretch, they've got the most favorable schedule, and they don't play Washington. That's the miss this year in the schedule.
Receiving core, they came into the season confident. I think they're one of the best receiver coaches in the country, in Brent Brennan. But they've struggled there, and confidence, quarterback, has been a reason why. Is you see a pick.
Yep. Deep ball, and back with it come the Huskies. What a good open field tackle. Boy, Tim Cook, that's a good tackle. Then we get some extras after the play is over. Darren Gardenhire on the pick, and he had to head his team on the run back. It looked like he was going to go some places and on the foul after this pick by Gardenhire.
Well, they're just trying to make a play down the field, and you see McMarron, he just kind of throws it up, tries to make a play. It's in triple coverage. An easy pick by Gardenhire. There's some contact with Seth Collins. You'll see it at the top of your screen. He comes in, you'll see it right there. Maintain a little momentum and try to eat up some of this clock.
All right, they give it to McMarron kept it, actually. Pulled it out of Victor Bolden.
But he's managed this offense fairly well.
Pulls it back. There's a nice adjustment. Victor Bolden. And there's a nice hole and a good run. That's going to be
now.
And there's another big one. Tim Cook running hard and driving it down to the Washington and then pass off the run.
1,000%.
And they go again. There's Cook. And he is tripped up by the last man. First and goal. Try it again. This time, Huskies deny. Bierria, the driving force. You're hearing now from the Husky Stadium crowd. Exactly that. Brian, there's Connor O'Brien, who stepped in today. Goal. Victor Bolden is the slot man at the top. He's the middle of the three receivers. That's where McMarion's looking, and he'll get swallowed up by O'Brien and Wuching.
I think Chris Peterson, when we talked to him earlier this week, it's a big point of emphasis. How are we going to come out?
All right, nice spot here. Victor Bolden getting some run. And Victor Bolden's going to go. There's the first Oregon State touchdown. On the fly sweep, Victor Bolden turned the corner and then showed his stuff.
Again, one of the best stories I heard all year was after Jake Browning went off against Oregon. He's on the flight back home studying his film, charting every single play and grading himself.
Tim Cook
standard has rubbed off to everybody. And I'm sure, as Cindy reported, the last two stalls in the red zone inside the 10 are extremely frustrating.
Can be close to
the game for a long time. You've got to have a sickness almost to love for the game, and it's one that Gary Anderson trying to instill within his program as well. Kind of settled in this run-pass option game and layering a couple throws over those linebackers.
McMarron moves, then takes the shot to Bolden. Ooh, and Bolden, you could see that coming. That was going to be a tough.
In the screen game, and you saw it as a great example there on the deep ball.
All right, last play of the third quarter. Going to be a run that's stopped up by the Huskies. Cook, turnover in this game. You see that illustrated there. McMarron threw a deep ball interception in the first half on the third down, so it was not a significant one. There's a blitz coming that forces McMarron out. And that ball is caught. Is it in? Yeah, they're going to say a catch by Bolden. Wow. Penalty like that, and I don't think he understood or wasn't aware. So now you're pushed way back. 2nd and 19. And taking a shot into a pretty highly covered.
Forced to go to their first read, sometimes when there's nothing there.
Four-man rush, and man, that's just a flat win. Wow. That pressure.
Themselves with unforced errors, give their offense good field position and opportunity to get the ball in their explosive playmakers' hands.
You know, as
Ray Malaluga.
Right, I just forgot. I think when I watched this Washington,
And you see him just, catapulting players in the National Football League. When I look at this team, it reminds me of the 2005.
Gary Anderson told Cindy coming out of the locker room they've been much more focused on trying to run in this second half as McMarion's pass is broken up. Opponent that makes it the complete student athlete. And it's named for Bill Campbell, who
Or the last 2 weeks, even last week in a loss to Utah. They're going to continue to build this thing, and it speaks to would you rather build or sustain, and the difficulty of managing a couple specific situations, which he hasn't been in. I mean, this is a guy's third team. You don't really get any practice reps. Thrust right into this thing. I think he's been admirable. Potential future of this program and how they continue to grow.
And McMarion's, he had his man. It went right through the hands of Lucas down the near side.
Steps up in the pocket, delivers an absolute rope, and Lucas needs to make the play.
Isn't really a receiver, but still, that's a ball. It's a catch and a first down. McMarion throwing a shot here, taking it all, and Villeman's got it. So they
for this team.
Yeah, 34-yard play, so it's first down and goal. And there's Cook running it in for the Oregon State. It's 464 yards. How about that? That's something. So those are my 2-1 week Heisman watches, all right? Now McMarion, he's got Bolden running down the near side. A terrific play. And are they going to call that a pick? I believe so. Yes. Wow. Best catch of the night, and it's made by a defensive back. Austin Joyner.
Tell you what, put that one on 12 best. There's a reason he was the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Washington. Look at this, one hand. It's like Larry Fitz right there.
That's
full control the entire time. High points it, no doubt. Get that hashtag up there. Gets the foot down. One hand, front shoulder roll. That is incredible. And it just shows, again, okay, laundry list of DBs at this university. Add Austin Joyner to that list, and his athleticism.
He's going over to Ross on the side of the team. It's not so hard, dude. You get all these props for